You're listening to Sheep, where we put the funny back into the news. I'm Andrew Bolton, and with me, as always, my fellow sheepalite, Mel Fessenden. All right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is I, Mel Bolton.
And it is me, Andrew Bolton. And together we are
The
I was trying. I gave everything I had, guys.
I felt the emotion.
Yeah. I was there.
Yeah. Maybe just shove that emotion back.
It was real to me, damn it. Alrighty, guys. Well, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
All right, we made it to the end of the week. Thank God.
Every time.
Yahweh.
I can't believe we make it.
And whatever you atheists believe. Yes. So, to help you get through your Friday a little bit faster, to bring that weekend to you.
Because you're already tasting it.
Quicker. I've got some fun stories lined up for you.
Very nice. It is your job.
All right. Don't thank me. It's my job.
As you were,
yes.
citizen.
Okay. Wow. Starting off sassy. So, Texas professor under fire after proposing a cure for homosexuality.
Ooh, remember, it's not a disease.
He's either before his time or way past it.
I think he's just lost.
We'll see what the future entails.
In another universe.
Yeah. Cure for homosexuality. Do you really want it, though? Let's be honest.
What do you mean?
Haven't gays improved the world?
I will say their design tastes are quite exceptional.
Yeah. It's like, where would all the skinny girls go if there were no gay men to design the dresses?
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. We definitely don't have enough women to do it all.
Right? No, of course not.
Leading forefront.
You guys are too busy. I actually don't know what you do.
What are you talking about, ladies?
Yeah.
If we don't have the gays to depend on, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I guess we'd go back to cooking.
Yeah. Never mind. Let's find a cure for this. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what this professor's all about. So, a Texas professor was being scrutinized after an appeal to find a cure for homosexuality, along with the bizarre suggestion that doctors try to identify gay babies during prenatal testing. You know how they figured that out?
If the baby could put light colors together.
Yeah, because
that complement well.
Well, it's because it redecorated inside the womb. Yeah. Hey, that's not where it's supposed to
goes here.
Yeah.
Let's just get rid of all these blue veins. They're just disastrous.
This is just so much better for the feng shui. Don't you think so, Mom? Hey. Keep it down in there. No.
Yeah.
They play show tunes if it moves.
Yeah.
So, Professor Timothy Farange is under investigation by the University of Texas at Dallas after a tweet that made misleading claims about an alleged link to homosexuality and monkeypox. I mean, there is a bit of a link there.
What would the link be?
That it's passed through sexual intercourse.
Okay.
And
that's right. I had heard that about monkeypox. I don't know much about monkeypox, though.
Yeah, and a lot of it is man on man.
Yeah.
Because lesions and blisters don't stop a man when he's in the mood.
Durable creatures you are.
No, we're not. We're dumb. But we're trying to, drive this whole... we're trying to get as much of our seed out there. That's what our brain is telling us. Don't worry about the lesion.
Yeah.
You got to procreate.
You got important things to do.
Yeah. So can we at least try to find a cure for homosexuality? Especially among men, the computer science professor. Oh, he's not even a biologist. He's a computer science professor.
You might be outside your field, sir.
I'm starting to think he might. I like that he goes, especially among men. The ladies, I do enjoy that. That is interlink it good.
Yeah, he might be too influenced by this one.
Yes. I wonder what a computer science gets off to. Scientist gets off to. So Farange insisted he has nothing against homosexuals. Oh, well, that's good.
Oh, he stated it.
Oh, well,
it's
that's
fine.
All right. Now it's fact. During an interview with WFAA TV, all my friends are gay, but suggested we try to find a cure to change someone's sexual preference. I've got an idea. What if we just have a gay man talk to you? I bet that would convince him to be straight.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, this guy's awful.
Oh, yeah.
That's why.
Gotcha.
I mean, he's not that bad, but this is a little weird.
I don't think it would be taken well by the gay community.
No.
And just on this idea that he's had alone, I want to say he doesn't have great ideas for their whole community.
Why would you want to be straight? What benefit... If, let's say, first of all, let's say you could cure gayness.
Okay.
Okay? Then you've got to convince a gay man that being straight is better. And that's going to be a tough nut.
Yeah, because for the most part, I want to say a lot of the ideas of the gay community are kind of getting put in the past. I think we moved a step into a now where gays are more acceptable. So to come out of the closet isn't met with so much defensiveness.
Right. At least socially and online and like big picture. Most people are very supportive. That you come out, you go, oh, good for you.
Right. I won't say it's
snaps.
100% there because there's small towns everywhere
right,
where I'm sure it's still...
There's small towns and then there's family, and I'm sure it would be difficult for, family to wrap their heads around it sometimes. Most of them, I could assume, are just in shock, and some of them probably are just a little homophobic.
Yeah.
And so I could see how that would be difficult. But as a grander scheme, people don't care.
That and... You mean you might have a future in show business?
Well, then you got to go back to... Then you got to, you got to start trying to date women after you've been gay for 20 years.
People have done it before.
Yeah, I know, but that's not an easy... once again, it's not an easy nut to crack. That takes years of experience learning how to date a woman.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that there's a real life psychological problem that it pushes pressure on people that are trying to force down these feelings they have for the same sex or opposite sex.
And then try describing a clitoris to a gay man. I mean, that just sounds impossible.
I'm sure they know.
Okay, Mount Everest. Let's see here. So I'm saying do medical research on the causes for homosexuality, he said, while suggesting that the supposed testing could be administered in the womb.
Is this what he thinks where it all goes down?
I think
where the choice is made
in the womb. It starts there. So I think what he's trying to say is if you put a feather in a womb, if the baby rejects it, it'll be okay. But if it turns it into a boa, then gay.
Yeah,
it's a gay baby.
Guaranteed test with results.
Yeah, and since we're just focusing on gays, not lesbians, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because I mean, that's a little trickier.
Mm-hmm.
You put some Coldplay on, see if that works. Maybe a catcher's mitt,
Oh.
What?
Nothing.
Maybe the smell of leather. Who knows?
Okay. All right. Well, you're just really trying to find people's sexual preferences now.
What? With a leather mitt?
Yeah, wouldn't that... Oh, I thought you said whip.
Oh, no. Mitt. Like pitcher's mitt.
I see.
Yeah.
I was like, that's BDSM, Andrew.
Yeah. You're crossing a line. But keep going with the generic stereotypes. That's fine.
Got to keep you herded in the right direction.
He can get off track sometimes. So Farange then admitted, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. There we go. So the Rainbow Coalition, an LGBTQ plus student organization, very unintimidating sound, at UT Dallas, called on the university to take immediate action against Professor Timothy Farange for the since-deleted post. For somebody who's trying to cure gayness, he's got a pretty gay name.
What's his name again?
Timothy Farange.
It's not that bad.
That seems pretty gay to me.
I mean, you got to do it with
with the tone.
Yeah.
The generic stereotypical tone.
Yeah.
Of a gay person.
I guess it's just the Farah.
Oh yeah, Farange. Yeah, my name is Timothy Farange.
Well, what stinks about this is clearly this guy doesn't understand the gay community, and he thinks that this is more of a disease or choice that they make. And he's posting this saying he doesn't understand. And then the Rainbow Coalition just is like, off with his head.
Yeah. It just seems straight. And all the straight men are going, no, keep him gay. We less competition. What are we doing here?
The field has really opened up to us.
Yeah, hell yeah. I know. I keep hearing that so that our generation or the next generation of kids is going to each generation gets twice as gay as the previous generation.
Really?
That's what the chart's been showing.
It specifically says twice as gay?
I mean, not twice as... No, it doesn't use that
terminology.
As you can see here, the millennials here are only 10% gay. And then, oh my God, Gen Z dubbed up. They're twice as gay as the... No. I'm saying...
Doubling down.
I'm saying that millennials, let's just for... I don't know, remember the exact stats, but they were saying that millennials, let's say 10% of us are a part of the LGBTQ community, right?
Yeah.
Well, now Generation Z is coming out, and they're 20% of their population. So that means...
Oh, weird.
So that means the next generation, possibly 40%. And if you're thinking about that as a dude, as a straight guy, you're going, nice, when I'm 60, there's not going to be a lot of competition among the younger ones.
Yeah, that's assuming it doesn't ever plateau out. Like, it could eventually become a curve, but if it is going this way, because I wouldn't know.
No, their business model's pretty strong. I think it's going to keep going in the future like this for a while. They've got a good business plan.
Good response from the public.
Yeah, they've got great PR. I just think it'll keep going. So, Farange has a long, well-documented history of hostility on LGBTQ plus issues, said in a tweet. He has been known to discuss controversial political positions, he must be a Republican, and promote personal social media accounts during lectures, which goes against university guidelines for professors' conduct.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. See, the university, but yeah, it's fair. Okay.
Yeah, I would just say, honestly, I think this guy will eventually be weaned out if the whole school's not accepting his ideas, because people just wouldn't take his courses.
I hate when, what the heck does politics have anything to do with computer science?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen his slides or his personal social media accounts that he used during class.
Yeah, is he trying to, like, flash images in between to brainwash you?
Yeah, is that what he's doing? You guys are going to be clockworked orange. You're like, Jesus. So the university received several complaints and said the incident was under investigation. They're not doing anything. We take this matter seriously, and that the statements by this individual do not reflect the core values of our institution, the university said. Farange appears to have deactivated the Twitter account. Good start, buddy. Meanwhile, the university offered students the opportunity to take classes with another professor. I think that's a pretty fair thing to say.
Yeah.
To go, listen, yeah, we're investigating, air quotes. And
did he say some things you don't like? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But does it really have to do with his studies and the courses that you're taking from him?
Right.
It's pretty much not related.
Should he be bringing these personal...
Unfollow it.
He shouldn't be bringing up these personal views in class.
No, true.
Because he's not he's not a psych, he's not a social sociologist. He's not anything that has to do with personal thoughts and stuff like that. He's not really there. It's pretty cut and dry when it comes to computer science, I feel like.
Yeah, I think a slap on the wrist will do fine.
Yeah. All righty.
Great start.
Yes. Moving along. Okay. So, the Ukrainian-Russian war is still going on.
Yep.
And Russia is still making some bold claims.
Oh.
That's right. Russian lawmakers blame losses on experimental Ukrainian super soldiers.
Whoa.
Pretty cool.
Except for the losses part.
Russian losses.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry.
A bunch of Ivan Dragos getting getting downed.
So we got our first superhumans? Maybe not our first.
Yeah.
But
always be there for you,
among
Michael
the
Jordan.
first ones reported.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying. Who knows if it's true or not,
Yeah.
right? So Russia on Monday outrageously claimed that its massive army has failed to deliver Ukraine to President Vladimir Putin because it is fighting against experimental super soldiers turned into cruel killing machines by U.S. studies.
That would be terrifying. I miss the old days where it was just strategy.
In all fairness, though, that is something the United States would do. We would experiment with somebody else's soldiers before we started experimenting with our own.
Yeah, we wait for someone to need a helping hand, but to reach out for our helping hand, there's a poisonous snake waiting behind it.
Yeah, we're going to experiment on your people. Kind of fair. Who knows?
Right. I don't know. I do think this is eventually the future.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Given, like, so that way you could...
Body enhancements?
Well, yeah, you could do body enhancements. I mean, just putting more red and white blood cells into a human so they can carry more oxygen and cure and, have a stronger immune system. Just something simple. I mean, simple, but just something, as small as just messing with their blood could have large impact.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, will they survive it? Who knows?
They're Ukrainian. That's how we feel, I guess. So 2 Russian lawmakers told reporters this week that the Kremlin is investigating the blood of Ukrainian prisoners of war and has found evidence of experimentation. But don't we all experiment when we go to prison?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of movies that portray that. They were fictional, but...
That was a gay sex joke.
Oh. Didn't realize you were bouncing back to the previous subject.
And that's what a power bottom. Yeah, bounce back. 2 of them.
Wow.
Who could do it? So, I wonder what their evidence is.
It sounds like the generals messed up, and they're like, "Oh, what do we tell Putin?"
Yeah, yeah. That's what I would think as well, right? He goes, "Tell me, why have we not taken over a country much smaller than us, huh? You told me 4 days. It's been 4 months. What's going on? Have you seen Captain America?" Well, they have a shit ton of Captain Ukrainian. Captain Ukraine. There we go. All right, so Russian Senator Konstantin Kosachev told the outlet that the blood of Ukrainian prisoners contained traces of pathogens he claimed were atypical for Ukraine. Oh, for Ukraine, but maybe not for another.
No, they could be getting supplies.
From all over the world, they're getting food and water and medicine and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I could easily see how a pathogen could
that's not normal for Ukraine.
Transmitted.
Yeah. But, these guys are senators, so they're probably pretty smart. So Kosachev claimed this was evidence of experiments being conducted on Ukrainian servicemen. I like how they're trying to be like, they're experimenting on their own people. Can you believe that? We should bomb them.
Yeah.
You're like, you're killing their whole country. Like, you're just trying to
This
wipe
is coming
it out.
from Russia, by the way.
Yeah. Who are you guys to be the moral?
Do I need to remind you all of LASIK?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys did some effed up stuff to figure out the eye.
Oh, man.
I know. So, Ilrlina, there we go. It's Irlrina. Ilrlina Yarovoya, deputy chair of the State Duma, took the claims further. Oh, this is why you don't tell a woman things. She's always going to exaggerate.
I hope they had super weapons.
Yeah. They're biomutants. Lizard men. And said the supposed experiments were focused on the creation of more vicious soldiers. All right, so here's what she said. You ready?
Okay.
All right, let me channel Ilrlina Yarovoya. We see that the cruelty and atrocities with which the military personnel of Ukraine behave the crimes that they commit against the civilian population. Those aren't they their own civilian population? Well, because it's not like Ukraine's going into Russia and attacking. So the civilians are Ukrainian civilians. So they're arguing that the Ukrainian soldiers are the ones that are being cruel to the Ukrainian civilians. That doesn't make sense.
It could be a translation error.
No, I think that they're just honestly trying to say that, no, we're not raping and murdering all these people. It's the Ukrainians doing it to other Ukrainians.
Oh, because they're super...
Because they're vicious and horrible and they're mad dogs.
Okay, all right. I see the tale she's selling.
Yeah, they're basically berserkers from the Viking era.
Mm-hmm.
So those monstrous crimes... Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm her. Now. Yeah, those are my pronouns. Those monstrous crimes that they commit against prisoners of war confirm that all this is a single system of control and creation of the most cruel killing machines, she said. You know what I wouldn't do if I'm getting a lot of lost L's?
Lost L's?
Getting a lot of L's, like losing a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't tell my team that they are genetically enhanced, because that would put morale at a real all-time low.
Right. It just makes it in your mind. You're like, well, there's nothing we can do then.
Right. So there's two reactions, right? One of them is it's dehumanizing the opposing because now they're monsters. They're no longer humans. They're something more. They're monsters. And the other thing it does is it really terrifies you because they're no longer human. They're monsters. So it's like...
Will I be able to survive this? Probably not.
My conscience is clear, but boy, is my diaper filled.
I'm basically picturing the G.I. Joe guys.
Oh, yeah. Like Universal Soldier?
The Scorpion movie?
The Scorpion movie?
Yeah. It's the more recent G.I. Joe. One of the more recent. It came out when we were in high school.
Oh, like G.I. Joe, the... Yeah, but I don't think those guys were super soldiers. I think that that was just Hollywood. They were supposed to be like the pinnacle of what human beings can do.
I think there was some enhancement going on.
No, Channing Tatum, that's how big his dick is.
Nobody brought that up.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm still in that mindset from the story before.
Really putting your feet in their shoes.
Yeah.
Take them off.
I'd rather do that.
Return the shoes, Andrew.
Than put something else on.
I have this lovely chiffon dress for you.
Oh, enchanté, mademoiselle. Mm-hmm. So, the claims are a bizarre offshoot of the widely disproven Kremlin-backed conspiracy theory that the U.S. and Ukraine are developing bioweapons together in secret. That part's actually true. We do have, 32 biolabs in Ukraine.
I believe it. I mean, what do we think COVID came from?
Yeah, biolab.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't buy into the bats theory.
I could buy into the bats. It's just the fact that they fought so hard not to call it the Wuhan virus, even though we basically name every other virus from where it originates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like West Nile virus. And there's a bunch more. I just can't think of them right now. Okay, guys? So shut up.
It's smart.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
I'm pretty sure Ebola came from like a place called Ebola.
I would buy into that.
Yeah. So both Yerovoya and Kosachev serve on the Kremlin's Parliamentary Commission on Biolaboratories in Ukraine, which pushes the theory. Do I think that they were working on... Do I think that they actually have biolabs there? Yes. Do I know if they're making super soldiers? No, I don't think so. I'm going to say no.
The timing of the story works out, but I do think it's just a cop-out on Russia's side, Russia's side, just because they haven't been able to complete their conquering.
Right.
And now they're just like, well, we got to come up with something.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with that. Plus, I just think, Marvel's on an all-time high.
Right.
So it's like people believe what they see on television. That's why everybody thinks that they could kick the crap out of a room full of men without taking a hit. Right?
It's easy to buy into. But at the same time, we have so many eyes on Ukraine right now.
Yeah, you think you would see somebody hurling a boulder at a tank.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, just throwing pebbles and they're just bullets.
Yeah, they're bing, bing. Oh, my God. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye out on theirs. Super soldier serum.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a note of what Russia's claiming because we definitely care about their worries right now.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, at least not the government. I care about the people, not so much the government. Yeah. All righty. Now that we've crossed our T's and dotted our I's, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
So, we're going... Well, actually, we were in Ukraine and Russia. We're going to go east a little bit.
We'll do some backpacking.
Yeah, we're gonna backpack all the way through Russia.
Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna go straight to Alaska.
Oh.
That's
all
right. So Alaska, an Alaskan homeless woman who aspired to be a serial killer, gotta have dreams.
Oh.
Strangled 2 men to death. Same day too.
There's something about just places where the sun goes down early, where I feel like causes individuals to go to a really dark place.
Yeah. Yes. I would agree with that. Washington State's similar in that they've got a crap ton of serial killers and suicides, mainly because the people are depressed.
Yeah.
Because the weather sucks.
Yeah, and guess whose numbers in that regard are higher than
Alaska.
Washington's? Yeah.
Alaska. Per capita, yeah. They have quite a few.
It's got to be something.
Yeah. Who knew we weren't supposed to be in the cold and dark? So, an Alaska woman who allegedly told police she wanted to become a serial killer since she was a child was charged with murder for allegedly strangling 2 men in one day. I think to be a serial killer, you got to do 3, right?
I mean, yeah, 2B, so I don't think she reached her goal.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You hate it when somebody falls short.
Except in this occasion, where you're really happy someone falls short.
Right.
Especially if she's aspiring to. Gosh,
right.
Have better dreams out there.
Yeah, I think what she did is she's homeless, right? Mm-hmm. And so she gave herself no other choice but to follow her dreams. And so I can understand that. That's why a lot of military personnel, when they wanted to make a last stand, they'd put their army in the back of a river because they'd go, or like against a river because they go, there's no retreating here. There's only one way out of this. Forward. And that's what this woman did.
Could be. It depends on how long she's been homeless for. I'm going to guess she's been homeless for longer than maybe a month ago.
Yeah. Well, her name is Brianna Star Wassillie. Yeah.
If she stole from them too, after she committed the deed, I would say it's also just an instance of opportunity for her at the same time. So I don't know how much she's claiming on this goal to be a serial killer thing. I don't know how much weight this really is.
Oh, so you think she's like, she saw it in a movie, she goes, yeah, I want to do that. And then she's trying to imply that it's been there forever.
Right. She could be very irritated with the cards she's been handed, and now she's just, this is her own vengeance on the world. And also, she gets to steal from their wallets and their jewelry and whatever else they'll have on them, and hopefully put herself in a more comfortable space.
Yeah. Well, let's find out. So, Brianna Star Wassillie, not a huge fan of the middle name, who is homeless, was charged with July 3 slayings that included choking one victim with the strings of his own hoodie.
Terrible way to go.
Yeah. Your own clothes killed you. That's horrible. That's jiu-jitsu stuff. Grab a lapel, go inside, grab the shoulder, pull down. Whew.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. So Wassillie admitted to detectives that she aspired to be a serial killer long before launching the attacks, a prosecutor said Tuesday in court. Huh. She's had dreams, and she almost made it.
She's finally striving for him.
Yeah. Don't you just love it when somebody who was born to do something starts doing it?
Mm.
So she had repeatedly wondered what it would be like to take a life. Why don't you take your own?
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't be there for the aftermath of, like, knowing that elation. That's fair.
I don't know. Who knows this? She's probably just a sick individual.
Probably drugged out, too.
Yeah, exactly. So her brain's missing some holes.
Her middle name's Star. I feel like you...
It's a stripper name.
It is.
Yeah. And so, I don't know if she was named that or she got her name changed to it.
Brianna Star. I don't know. Sounds like she had a hippie for a mom.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. So, she had repeatedly wondered what it would be like to take a life. She admitted to killing several animals over the years, torturing them, and taking videos of this. What do you think now?
Still, if she took the money from them.
Never said that she took the money, did
I know, if she did.
Oh, okay.
Then I'm not going to put as much weight into her trying to be a killer. But the fact that she's been going after other creatures before this instance, I guess there is some merit to what she's saying in her goals and aspirations in life.
So
beautiful
now
dreams.
Perfect. So now she's proving it to you. Good. Good. So initially, Wassillie had beaten up 34-year-old Gregory Pitka in a parking lot because the victim refused to steal her alcohol. She later returned to allegedly choke him to death. Oh, so she beat...
He tried to steal her alcohol, or...
No, he refused to steal... The victim refused to steal her alcohol. So she goes, hey, go get me some alcohol. And he goes, no, I'm not going to steal you any alcohol. And so then she beats him, and then he's laying on the ground, and then she later returned to allegedly choke him to death with this... I don't know if it was the hoodie on this one. I'm a little... It's...
She sounds like a woman with some meat on her to be able to pull this off over a guy.
So that's what I think as well. That was my first thought too. And then I saw a picture of her. She's kind of skinny.
Really?
Kind of druggy. And so then I'm kind of... Is it weird that my first thought when I heard a guy got beat up by a girl was like, you deserved it then.
Yeah.
And I know that's a wrong reaction to have, right? Because abuse is abuse is abuse.
Yeah.
But it is weird that was my first thought. Was like, what are you doing? Come on, dude. You should be able to defend yourself.
Well, now that I don't think like that. I think that she got him with a sucker punch.
Still, that's how...
or he could have already been on something.
Yeah, I mean...
I guess, yeah, how I would look at him is he was somehow not in his right mind to be able to defend himself, is how I'm equating it out.
Well,
so I'm already pre-setting him up in my mind to not be at his full faculties to be taken out like this.
I agree, but I just assumed that they were both the same. Like, had this, they're hanging out together.
Maybe it could be like a homeless community setup where, I mean, it's pretty cutthroat out there.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, I'm agreeing with you in that sense where it's surprising that a slight woman like this could beat up a guy.
Yeah, and it's sobering to see something like this, just because it's one thing to murder a guy with a gun. It's another thing to beat him to death and then choke him unconscious and then choke him to death.
And yeah, strangling takes a lot of strength.
Yeah. So following his death, she sexually assaulted Pitka and then covered his body with a blanket before leaving. That's pretty serial killer.
Yeah, she's checking off a lot of boxes.
Later that same day, Wassillie found her second victim, Travis Sheldon, in the woods and shared a beer with him before taking it away. She then allegedly strangled him as well, the prosecutor said. So she's got two now.
Yeah.
And when Travis Sheldon lost consciousness, the defendant picked up a rock, in her own words, to get it done. Kersey said, according to the Anchorage Daily News. She hit him on the head with a rock several times, and Travis Sheldon died.
Yeah, I was completely wrong about this woman. She's just a messed up individual.
Yeah, she is a strangler.
The question is there redemption for a soul like this? Do you have to hear her origin story to make that kind of decision, or? I
feel like I have, I don't like to. It's a very, so I consider it like a Marvel versus DC. And here's where I'm coming. You ready?
Okay, let's hear this.
Okay. Because Marvel villains, they always put them in a sympathetic, they give a backstory of why this villain is the way that it is, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas DC villains, they go, no, these guys are just bad. You don't care why they're bad. They're just bad and they need to be beaten.
Do they though? Because I feel like DC. I mean, you have what was his name? Freezer.
Dr. Freeze.
Dr. Freeze. They gave him a backstory. They gave Joker a backstory.
They didn't give.
They gave Catwoman a backstory.
Yeah, but Catwoman's not really bad. She's kind of like neutral.
Yeah, she was. That's true. Bane.
Yeah, Bane they gave a backstory to, in all fairness. But they didn't do it for Joker. They didn't do it for Ra's al Ghul.
Until later.
Who?
The backstories for them. They gave
Joker?
them backstories.
I mean, yeah, but it was played by a different character and all that kind of stuff.
Are you talking about just one? I guess I'm putting together the whole construction of DC and all of the different series that came out about this character. Are you just looking at one series?
No, I'm looking at it as a whole. I always felt that Marvel tried to paint their tried to show the descent into being evil from a normal person or from a person who is disadvantaged or anything, right? Mm-hmm. Like you got I'm trying to think of a villain that they didn't do that with in Marvel.
Which what is the villain they did do it with?
Thanos.
Okay, yeah, I remember Thanos.
And he wiped out half of the universe, and they tried to make him look sympathetic.
Yeah, I guess they start off as like they're somewhat of a good individual first, and then they have a descent. Yeah,
into whatever it is.
Yeah, I guess there's not for DC's setup of their villains. They don't have a lot of build up of them being a credible individual and then kind of just showing them as a decent person first.
No, they always, right. They just show them as a villain. And then they go, they might explain it, they might not. That's all I'm trying to say. But when I hear of a lady killing a bunch of guys and whenever I hear a lady do something, I always go, let's hear her side of it. But whenever I hear of a guy doing it, I go, who gives a crap? Toss away the key. And it's a weird double standard that I have.
Yeah, I would say you sometimes that kind of comes out or comes across. I probably take a more sympathetic route where I guy or girl, I want to hear what drew them to this final result. And some of them had nothing wrong with them their whole lives, and everything was just peachy, came from a nuclear family, everything, they did well in school. But everyone who you talked to, who knew them at the time, said there was something just a smooch. What is it called? Scotch off.
Just a smooch.
And I was like,
They never could hit the lips. I constantly would veer at the last second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wassillie, who has no criminal history in the state, was linked to the murders after authorities found a letter with Picta's ID behind a Walmart in South Anchorage that described killing and sexually assaulting a man. Wassillie admitted to the murder when brought to police headquarters. It's unclear if the alleged killer knew her victim. So they don't even know if they know it. If
she really knew him.
If she knew him.
It's interesting because there was a female serial killer in the United States that through her life and upbringing, and she was a prostitute. And so she developed a real hatred towards men, and then she eventually took it out on the people that were buying her, and then she took it even further, and even people that would stop on the side of the road just to help her in her car, she still went them. So she went really far with it. but
Yeah.
started off with just a deep-seated hate that I don't know if this lady we're talking about now had that kind of build-up. I think she was born with it, based off her own words.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can find a cure for that too, along with the gayness.
I
from
think we
inside
have
the
a
womb.
professor that's
on
ready
it.
for it.
I think he's ready.
Go into the womb.
Yeah.
Give him a knife.
Yeah. See if it. Yeah. Well. All right. Well, we'll.
Yeah.
Evil bitch.
I don't know. I kind of believe in there's not a lot of redemption. I don't know if putting someone away in prison for the rest of their life is the way to go. I honestly think
Sometimes you just need to.
Yeah, like
You go. Let's save some money. Let's just buy a bullet.
right, and it's a very dry way of looking at it. But
So my only reasoning for being, and I've kind of developed this later in life, and I've flip-flopped back and forth between death penalty and not death penalty, is while I do believe some people deserve to die, I don't think a regular person or a good man or woman deserves to know what it feels like to kill somebody.
you mean the jury?
No, I mean, not necessarily. Well, yeah, jury, the person who pulls who
Pushes the button.
pushes the button, sticks the needle in the arm, whatever it is. I don't think a good person deserves to know what that feels like, because I think, just based on everything I've heard about it, it changes you.
Yeah,
And I think
that's a fair point.
So it has nothing to do with the fact that I think that these people deserve life. I think it's the fact that the people who had nothing to do with it deserve to remain pure.
Yeah, I could understand that. I hadn't thought about that before.
And
That is easy for me to say while I'm sitting in the comfort of my seat and being like, no, you handle this.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, I have a new proposition.
Okay.
Island of the most evil people.
Yeah, they did that and then turned into Australia.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Maybe a smaller island. That one was too big.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we're giving them a whole island.
Like one that doesn't really do well for itself.
Oh, okay.
And then we have to drop supplies.
Oh, okay, I bet. Well, and then we'll call it. We'll make it a TV show.
There we go.
Perfect. We'll make some money off it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Wasn't that like Death Race or something?
Yeah, but this is going to be more free film. You know, it's going to be open, like The Condemned and. But there's no
Deadliest Survivors.
Right, exactly, something like that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And then we can put bears and other animals that kill humans on that same island.
Oh, double whammy.
Yeah, everything that kills a human goes to that island.
Yeah, because that's also supposed to be a problem.
Right?
No.
Yeah, so that way we're no longer are we killing these. We're just letting nature take its course. All right, moving along. Okay. Connecticut man pulls gun on woman who didn't thank him for holding the door.
Sir, you did a nice deed, but you completely destroyed
I actually kind
your
of
nice deed.
I'm a little on his side. I've been there before where
I have too.
I've been there where you've got, maybe you're on your way out, you've got groceries in one hand or you got a bag in one hand and you see somebody coming and so you hold the door open for them.
Right.
And then they don't say anything and you go, well, go F yourself then.
Yeah, but you never pulled out a gun on him.
It's because I never had a gun on me. I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah, I'm sure you wouldn't have pulled out a gun.
I don't know. In New York, in Brooklyn, holding 3 bags of groceries and holding the door for somebody and then them not saying thank you. If I had a gun or a knife at that moment, I could have done some damage.
Yeah. I don't think so. You're a big old softy.
Not true.
And
Disregard what I said about not killing people. I'm on board.
I don't know. It is unfortunate when that happens because you're just like, I was trying to help out a stranger and they just treated me like dirt. It's fine.
Yeah, I always just, in my head, when anybody does like small things like that to me, I just always go, well, they're going home to themselves and their whole life sucks.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah. I go, you probably have an abusive house, you know, and I just go on.
Nobody loves you.
Yeah. You're going to get hit by a car tomorrow. And then I skip away. So anyways, let's see what this guy's all about. So a Connecticut man pulled a gun on 2 women after they didn't thank him for holding the door at a store, authorities say. To be honest, I think it's a good lesson to learn. You should be polite. If somebody opens the door for you,
yeah,
there is an impoliteness or there's this weird thing that's kind of going around the culture right now where it's like when somebody does something for you that you can do for yourself, you go, well, why do I need to thank him? I could do it. I could have done it myself.
Yeah,
when
which
you're just like,
completely loses the point of the kind gesture.
I know you can do it yourself. I'm not saying you can't do it yourself. I'm just trying to be polite and save you a step.
Yeah.
And you're not going to thank me, you son of... And pull the Glock.
Mm-hmm.
So Joshua Murray, 25 years old, of New Haven, was at a Family Dollar store in Hamden on Saturday afternoon when he became incensed over the impolite act. A witness reported that the suspect was upset that the 2 women did not say thank you to him for holding a door open for them.
2 ladies.
Yeah, and there is another thing where I'm not saying that this is what it was, but some ladies do have a bit of an attitude when it comes to holding doors open because of this whole feminist thing that's going on, right? They're like, I don't need you to do this, and you're like, it's not about needing.
Yeah.
You know.
It's supposed to just be it's supposed to be on the same level as a kind hello.
Yeah, sometimes it comes from a place of like sexual desire or wanting to be, you know, thanked for it. But it's still, they're trying to do something for you.
You lost me a little on that one, but...
What do you mean?
I think more often than not, it's more they're just holding the door for another individual that's coming in. It doesn't have to be lady or guy. So I don't think there's much sexual desire when it comes to that. For the most part, when I'm holding a door, just because let's say it's a grocery store, it's pretty evenly spread of different ages and.
So what you're saying is you hold the door open for everybody.
Yeah, and I don't think there's much weight even for most guys that there is like a sexual undertone to it or anything, or like because he finds her attractive, he's holding the door open for her.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah, I think it's a thing, but I don't think it's with how much people do hold the doors open or try to. I don't think they're really weighing too much into if it's an attractive lady or not.
It definitely does. Let's say, okay, and here's why.
Are you saying you wouldn't hold the door open for an elderly lady?
Are you saying you're not going to let me explain myself?
I'm making sure that you know the point I'm putting out.
Yeah, it depends how far away they are. The attractiveness to them is if they're right behind me, I'll hold the door open for anybody. If you're not going to cost me, seconds and all that kind of stuff. If I see an old lady from 20 feet away, no, I've got 2 minutes to go. I'm not standing there holding that damn door.
Yeah, but she might feel pressured to walk faster.
But if I see a hot chick and I turn around and I open the door and I go, I'll hold it.
Really? You would watch her for those, I guess it'd be cut down to like a minute and a half to watching her walk up.
What, a minute and a half? No, 20 feet away.
She probably moves faster than the older lady.
Yeah, so it would be like 10 seconds to cover 20 feet. 10 seconds is my limit for holding the door for anybody. So if it is an absolute dime piece, it's Cameron Diaz from The Mask, and she's 20 feet away, and I'm holding the door open, and I see her, I'm going to hold that frickin' door. And I'm going to stay there, and she'll do a little scamper, right? If she's being polite, she'll scamper up to say thank you, right?
Yeah.
And then she'll go through.
All us ladies pretend to do that. We don't move any faster.
I know, but you jiggle, right? Oh. What? She's just moving her chest back and forth. You know that, right? You're like, yeah, man, I know. Yeah, I know.
That's not it.
Oh, okay, yeah. How many times have you...
it looks like you're doing a slight jog, but you don't actually go any faster.
Right, but you're moving your body more, so that causes jiggle.
I guess guys will only notice one thing.
Two things. That's why we hold the door open so we can notice the other thing.
Gotta close it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we haven't really gotten far on the story about this.
There's really not much to it, in all fairness. So he just he pulled a gun on some people for not saying thank you.
I don't know if they're going to ever thank anyone for holding a door open.
I bet you they will now.
You think so?
Yeah. Let's say you were in that situation.
I would have said thank you.
Okay, let's say you didn't.
Okay.
All right, and you've never said thank you for somebody.
Hate people.
Right.
Yeah.
You've never said thank you for somebody holding the door open for you. Mm-hmm. There's two reactions that I would have. One is I would then begin to either never go through a door that somebody opened for me, or two, I would constantly thank them. Like I'd be thanking them from like before, after, during. Thank you, sir. Don't kill me.
Yeah. I want to say they're probably traumatized into learning this lesson.
Well, their parents didn't teach them any politeness, so so now it's up to a guy with a gun.
I am worried about our future as a society, because I do think we are losing those little nice tendencies that we
just
used to
being
have.
polite.
Because I mean, the only people that have ever offered to help me carry my groceries have been usually an older gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
there could be that desire you're talking about.
There is a lot of motivation. A lot of men's good deeds come from motivations from our genitals.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to assume that on someone who did do me a kind gesture. As the receiver of that kind gesture, I don't want to assume that's where it came from. And I turned him down because I thought it'd be faster.
Yeah, but you know. Okay.
I don't know that, and I don't like to assume that.
Okay.
Because I think then I would become one of those girls that always assumes anytime anyone ever does anything nice for me, it's just because they're just looking at my appearance instead of them just being a decent person.
No, that's not how you can. You don't have to think like that forever. Just until you hit like 35. And everything drops on you.
I'm not
then
far.
When somebody
I'm not far.
I know. Hey. I married you and I knew you only had 6 good years left.
Oh.
Okay? So all right. I'm willing to hitch my wagon to you for 6 good years.
And then
for the next 40 being miserable.
Oh, okay.
See, isn't that beautiful?
What a recovery he made.
Isn't that beautiful? All right. So anyways, Murray allegedly whipped out a pistol during the encounter, then fled. He was picked up by officers nearby.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's too much video surveillance around this time, sir.
Yeah, but
20 years ago, you could have gotten away with it.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can't. I'm trying to think of what the appropriate reaction would have been to somebody not saying thank you. Probably just going on without your day, but you want to like grab them, pull them back through the door, close the door, and then just keep on going about your day.
Yeah, like there's just not enough mean names you can call them to really get the point across.
Yeah.
Except for pulling out a gun.
Right. That solves a lot of arguments and causes a few, I've heard.
Yeah, I wonder what could you do if someone didn't thank you for holding open the door to make your point that you should have thanked me? Had a paint balloon ready?
A paint balloon? Nah, that's a little bit much. An acid balloon.
I think that would erode the balloon itself. Yeah, maybe just bleach.
I'm no scientist. What do I know?
Oh, man.
All right. Well, let's keep it going, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. What have we got left? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here it is. Taco Bell.
Tell me more.
Perfect. Taco Bell manager dumped boiling water on customers who complained.
Oh my gosh. They have boiling water in
That's
Taco
what I
Bell?
said too. I was like, when do they use water?
I thought they just reheat everything.
Right. Maybe she was making tea.
Oh, yeah, I guess sweet tea.
Yeah, you could be making tea or something like that, right?
Oh my gosh, though. That's pretty bad.
So a Taco Bell manager, that's right. That's how you get it to upper management at Taco Bell. You take the initiative, guys. Remember this.
Mm-hmm.
So a Taco Bell manager in Texas poured boiling water on a woman and a girl who asked for their incorrect order to be remade. What stuck-up bitches.
How dare they?
And a girl. So it's a woman and a girl. So it's not even like two women. So this is a child. That's effed up. So the lawsuit filed Wednesday seeks damages in excess of $1 million. Give it to him.
Yeah. You know that Taco Bell's just going to...
For Taco Bell?
Bay that out.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
No. And
they make that in a weekend easy.
Yeah, that lady's got to be fired, probably arrested.
Arrested. She needs to be in jail. And then she needs to
give her a psych evaluation.
I don't even
maybe never unleash her.
Right, and she doesn't get a lunch shift at the prison either.
Oh, yeah.
You're in the laundry unit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you've proven that you can't work in a kitchen.
Maybe just don't put her around water at all.
Yeah, she's pretty...
I don't know what she can do, though.
She's so capable.
Put her in the library.
Yeah, but that's a good job. People want the library job.
Oh, yeah, that it's a nice one.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll think about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll keep mulling it over. So the lawsuit filed Wednesday seeks damages in excess of $1 million. I would have gone for 10. After Brittany Davis and a girl identified as CT saw their lives forever changed. Yeah, your life is forever changed. You can't be an Instagram model. You can't be an OnlyFans thing. So that could have been potentially, you could argue potentially, $3, $4, $5 million.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised they're not going for more, especially with a giant conglomerate business like Taco Bell.
Yeah. So during a June 17th stop at Taco Bell in Dallas, the pair had asked for their $31 order. That is a shite ton of food at Taco Bell. That's like 31 tacos. Ordered to be corrected before the alleged attack, according to the filing.
How dumb is it to just get so irate about something you could have remade in 10 minutes? Now you're going to be in endless court systems.
10 minutes? It's fast food. 3.
Yeah, but it's $31 worth.
Yeah, that's a feast.
Yeah.
That's Thanksgiving.
Maybe, yeah, I guess it's subtracting probably the soda beverages they had.
Yeah.
I guess it comes out to probably being, I would say they're probably $3
I just want to know what was wrong with it. Like, if it was all wrong, I could understand that being, like, if they were like, this isn't what it looks like on the picture, you're like, this is fast food, lady.
Yeah.
Come on, get going. It's not wrong. This is just how it looks.
Right, but even if they were just horrible customers that were just atrocious and they were screaming profanities and everything, nothing condones
boiling water
unless they whipped out their own gun.
Yeah, the only thing that
if they had a weapon.
The only time that you're allowed to use boiling water against somebody is if it's a Russian guy coming at you and he's much bigger and he's wearing a white and red striped shirt and he's been plowing through you. You're going through neighbors' walls and then you end up on a burner where this guy was this big guy who likes to sing a lot.
Are you talking about the Berserker?
No, I'm talking about the Punisher.
Oh.
Yeah. The OG one, not even the new one.
Oh, I don't know the OG one.
It's good.
Yeah.
We'll have to watch it sometime.
All right.
Yeah, it's a great one. Dun 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 dun. Boiling water in your face, screaming agony, and then he pushes him down some stairs.
Oh.
That's how he killed him. He
No.
threw boiling water.
Taco Bell doesn't have stairs. Maybe like a 2-step.
The one in Vegas did. What was it? The Taco Bell Lounge.
Yeah, that was because it was a part of like a giant building of multiple stores. Yeah, a mall.
Yeah. What do they call that?
It's been so long since I've been to one.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure malls are going to go out of business.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see here. Where was I? So instead of simply correcting the order, a Taco Bell employee threatened to fight CT, a minor. That's who you go after. Good, smart.
Go for the weak one.
Oh, so one of the employees threatened to fight. See, you're never going to be manager if you just threaten. Do action. That is what Taco Bell managers are all about.
Yep.
So, and then the Taco Bell store manager violently and without warning poured a bucket of boiling water over CT's and Brittany's heads, shoulder, breasts, and legs.
Gosh.
Causing excruciating second and third degree burns on their bodies.
I believe it. I mean, it's Dallas right now in the summertime, so they're barely clothed.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. They're in tank tops and shorts.
Well, the thing that's even worse is now you've got boiling lava water in your clothes and it's clinging to you.
Yeah, so it might be better that they didn't have too much clothes on.
Right. So you'd want to be... So the pair were left burning from the inside out, just like a Taco Bell burrito. Due to the scalding... Was that too far?
No, the imagery was there.
Yeah, it fit, right? So due to the scalding water that soaked their clothes against their bodies, the lawsuit claims. So the store they believed would be a place of service and safety quickly turned into a place of horrors.
I don't know if anyone looks at a Taco Bell and goes, there's safety there.
Yeah, home base. Home base, you can't attack me.
But I guess, in the general sense of just what restaurants are supposed to be hospitable.
Yeah, I never once woke up from a nightmare and I go, get me to a Taco Bell. Please. I need to be safe.
I need a caramel empanada.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, that's my favorite thing to get.
The
Didn't even get tacos.
Doritos Locos Tacos. I love those.
Their breakfast menu on point.
Is it? I haven't tried it.
Oh yeah, like it just gets further away from being a taco.
Yeah, well.
Like they had a burrito that was just loaded with cheese, sour cream, and tater tots and bacon.
Hey man, according to Demolition Man, Taco Bell wins the restaurant wars. So Taco Bell. So now everything is Taco Bell.
I always wonder what happened to their tiny dog representative. The Chihuahua.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it went to a farm, Melissa. It's now very happy playing with other animals that used to be celebrities.
They need to make one more taco.
Lassie.
They were short one.
Yeah. I think we could get him. I think he would fit into a flour tortilla.
Oh gosh. Apparently Taco Bell's meat's supposed to be less healthy than dog food, though.
Hey. Who cares?
That's true.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fix my menu. That's not even real meat. Please. What are you doing here? So the couple had gone through a drive-through 3 different times to get their proper order.
Oh.
But Taco Bell workers refused to correct it. Why? An employee then let them into the locked dining room. Oh.
Big mistake. It was a trap.
Yeah, it was. Trap card. So... secured the door shut behind them, according to the lawsuit. Oh my God.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
So Davis and the girl then discussed their order with Taco Bell workers for 10 minutes before employees became combative, the lawsuit claims.
Refund them.
Yeah, just be like, here's 30. What do you care? It's $31.
Yeah.
You go, here's $31 to keep the food. Get out of here.
Yeah. I'm sorry, we can't serve you to the standards that you're looking for.
Right. We'll do better on another day. Get out of here. So a female manager who wasn't involved in the conversation then came from behind a counter with a scalding bucket of water and doused the pair, according to the filing. Davis and the girl tried to leave the restaurant, but the door was still locked. They managed to get outside just as the manager returned with a second bucket of boiling water. Who is this bitch?
This is crazy.
She probably, Jason walked him down too. Like, she probably didn't even hurry. She was probably just like slowly walking.
Yeah, it's sloshing on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Then she slips.
Yeah. She's a part of the lawsuit now too. So as his family was leaving the parking lot, a Taco Bell employee came outside the front door laughing, clapping, and taunting the family, adding insult to horrific injury.
Yeah, I hope...
Future manager right there.
Taco Bell knows how to pick them.
Yeah.
I do hope that these burns aren't as bad as I'm imagining.
And you know what? Everybody says, that these minimum wage employees can't survive off of this. But you know what? Based on this, all of these employees would do really well in a Mad Max scenario.
Oh, yeah. Like, end of the world, they're going to be top dogs.
Yeah, they are. They really are. So, live by the boiling water, die by the boiling water, though, as they say. So,
yeah.
Davis started having seizures due to the shock of the attack while on the way to a hospital where the girl ran naked into an emergency room after stripping off her clothes soaked with scalding water. Davis of Dallas had at least 10 seizures and deep burns to her face, chest, and stomach, while the girl had severe burns to her face. This is $10 million.
Yeah, I'm surprised they went for one. I think they need to revamp that. I don't know if they can.
Yeah. This is $10 million. Well, you know what I would do?
Go for $10 million, settle for $5 million.
With all of your stuff already covered. So $5 million for the rest of your life. So when CT was released home from the hospital, her mother had to remove all mirrors from the walls, as CT could not bear to see her own face. The filing reads.
Oh my gosh!
The burns to the rest of her body caused her skin to bubble the size of softballs.
It's with how fast she got the boiling water. I would think she went to the supplies closet where they keep the mop and
the
bucket.
Sanitation.
Yeah, and I bet you they just turned on the hot faucet.
Yeah.
And she just was...
Because
that comes out burning hot.
Or even more terrifying. Right, and there's some chemicals in it that really fucking burn.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to say burn. So a message-seeking comment from Taco Bell reps was not immediately returned early Tuesday. The chain's parent company, Yum Brands, a local franchisee, and 2 employees not identified by name in the suit did not respond to requests for comment. I wouldn't say crap either.
No, you need to go hide in a dark place.
Yeah.
And don't come out for 2 years.
So a judge on Friday ordered the Taco Bell location to preserve and turn over photos and video footage from the restaurant during the time of the incident. Dallas police responded to the restaurant in the 11... Nobody cares where it is. Well, I guess you do if you're in Dallas.
Yeah, you don't want to go to that one.
So if you're in Dallas, stay away from the 11800 block of Adams Road, because that's where it at. That's where the Taco Bell damage.
You're gonna find razor blades in your taco.
Don't complain. Eat what you get. Pick out the hair. Nobody cares. Okay.
It's not worth it.
Does it taste salty? Probably. Don't go up there. Okay. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, what are we going to do about that? I guess nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that manager's going to jail. Those employees are fired.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
You need to just start from scratch. And I know good help is hard to find, but evil help is pretty easy, apparently. And you need to get rid of that.
Yeah, it accumulates. They can smell each other.
Yeah, that is a future DC villain. Nobody cares about her backstory. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that is just one evil bitch.
Yeah, that is fair. I don't care about what brought her to this point at all.
Right.
She was somewhat succeeding in life.
Yeah, she's a manager.
Yeah. But
she had a leadership role due to her action. Like I said, she took action. So I'll give her credit on that. Yeah. But you should have just, while everybody else was arguing with them, you should have been making her meal and not putting water on the...
Yeah.
On the
even if they were like
the stovetop,
being specific for how they wanted their Taco Bell food to be.
Yeah, like toasted. You're like, it's Taco Bell. What are you doing here?
Yeah. You got a grill. We'll sear it a little bit.
We've got 18 microwaves and 1 fryer. What do you think happens here? Alrighty, guys. Well, that is everything I have got for you today.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm both craving Taco Bell and not at the same time. It's amazing.
It is, and that is the power of Taco Bell.
My God. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Sheep. And as always,
stay classy out there, everyone.
There.